It is officially spring, and you know what that means, spring cleaning. We don't just mean taking those boxes of clothes out of the attic, which is something I think I actually have to do today, but it's also a great time to reduce energy consumption. Joining me now is Michael Ferry with Discount Power with some ways how we can save some money, reduce our energy consumption. First, Michael, thank you for getting up with us this morning. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
I guess, you know, as we start to come out of hibernation here, and maybe we didn't do adequate steps to insulate or take the needed things we need to do, the steps we need to do for winter. What should we start thinking about now for summer in terms of saving energy and saving money?
Well, first of all, we're moving towards a heating season, a peak heating season, and moving into a cooling season. The first thing, the energy source within the household, is to take a look at your air conditioning unit and have that cleaned and running at a maximum efficiency.
And let's look at that in two different ways, because I know in my neighborhood there's some with central air, there's some with the wall units. Both of those need to be looked at?
Realistically, the wall units, you should look at your unit and possibly upgrade to an Energy Star unit, which would be the most efficient unit that would be in the marketplace.
Okay, and the biggest enemy there is what? Dirt.
Correct, yeah, correct. What they do when they clean these units is they actually put a foam on the inside of the unit, and it pushes all the dirt from the previous year from your landscaper that was kicking dirt into your air conditioning unit. And what happens is just like an older car, when you don't have the maximum amount of air pressure, you don't have the carburetor cleaned, it doesn't run at its maximum efficiency. And most units in the state of Connecticut, they're 10, 15, 20 years old. So they need to run at maximum efficiency.
Well, and I'm embarrassed to admit this, Mike, but I had a situation where I had forgotten to change the filter one year, and the dirt buildup caused a backup of the cooling water, and it came right through our ceiling. And that involved the insurance company and everything else, so there's other reasons to check that as well.
Exactly. I recommend a maintenance plan with any service provider, because they're the professional that knows how to keep the units running at optimal efficiency.
Okay, well, we're not living in Arizona, but we do have some hot and humid days. We want to keep that cool air in the house. What do we need to do? You brought some things here.
Sure. Well, starting off with this one first is a sweep for the doors. Now, air conditioning sinks, people have to understand their energy in their home, that air conditioning sinks and heat rises. So in the summertime or peak season, the air conditioning wants to sink into your basement or sink out of the home. The door sweeps will keep the air conditioning inside the home.
This goes on the inside of the door?
This goes on the bottom of the door.
The bottom of the door.
The bottom of the door, so that no air conditioning will seep into your basement.
Okay, and then what is this that we have here?
These are sealers for behind your plugs and outlets. Your plugs and outlets, when your house is being constructed, your plugs and outlets are gateways of cold air in the winter and cold air out in the summer. And you need to seal those areas. So I strongly recommend these sealers, and if you're building or constructing your home, contractors recommend putting in this foam, which will seal out airtight your home.
Well, you know, especially too here in New England, so many homes are easily 100 years, 70 years old, that there is a lot of air that's leaking out or coming in.
Exactly.
So, and I love, you know, when you get up early, this is one of the most important things in the world, but we need to kind of update and get an Energy Star efficient.
Absolutely.
Appliances.
Your appliances should be upgraded. You shouldn't look at the cost of the appliance. You should look at what the lifelong maintenance of that appliance or energy consumption of that appliance would be. And one part of that management is the first item, which is your programmable thermostat.
Right.
Your programmable thermostat will manage your heating and cooling in each season, and the optimal level is an 8-degree differential. So if you have your house set at 68 degrees during the day, in the night it would be nice to go down to the most 60 degrees, because in the morning when it has to catch up, any more of a differential will create more of a consumption in energy than necessary.
That's the misconception, right?
Correct.
Set it to like 80 when you're at work, and then come home and you jack it down to 68, and then it's just running.
Correct.
And then what are these two items? This is for the sun. Sure.
The most households, they have a portion of their home that faces south. South brings in the most amount of heat.
Okay.
These two plastic coatings for the windows allow you to keep the cooling air in, but also allow sunlight through to heat the home.
Okay, and quickly, I know we're running out of time, energy efficient bulbs too is
Absolutely.
key now. This is very, very popular.
Yeah, absolutely. The bulbs now, they look like a normal bulb. They work very, very well. And what I do in my house is, as one bulb is going out, I'm beginning to replace them with these bulbs, and especially in the areas that we utilize a lot of light during the course of the day.
And it's about small investments that can, in the long run, save you money.
Absolutely. Each one of these particular repairs to your home or upgrades to your home it's tax season.
Right.
It's they're a write-off on your taxes, and each time that you upgrade your efficiency in your home in the next year becomes much more efficient. And in the future, what's coming is that homes are going to start to be graded by realtors as to the efficiency and energy consumption of their home, and that's going to be a part of how you could sell your home.
Okay, Mike, thank you again for getting up with us this morning.